Further to my other videos where I've been using my DTI to set up woodworking equipment. One of the other methods here, I showed a video earlier about a CNC, kind of, I suppose it's a CNC router table, but you know, if you don't want to spend lots of money on that, one of these gauges, 25, 35 pounds, set of gauges, I think 20, 30 pounds for a set that's a little bit inaccurate. So for example here, if I want to set this cutter height to, whatever I want to set it to, what have I got here, 14 millimeters. I can place that in there, wind this handle until I get that so it feels level, I feel. And then if I apply my DTI here, I can actually check the difference. You have to forgive me here because I can't do it with one hand and I haven't got anyone available to do the filming. But I could get that pretty much spot on. I could probably get it to within a couple of 10,000ths of an inch of accuracy. Not that anyone's going to think we need that, but I can do it with this equipment, set it up absolutely perfectly. In fact, I can set this up more accurately with this system than the digital control systems on the video that I posted earlier can do. Only you've got the manual process, but this manual process you're going to have to invest about £50 or £50, about $60 or $70 to be able to set your machinery really accurately. You could do the fence with this. You'd need two DTIs on this because the fence moves on two different fixings. But you could put two DTIs mounted on either side, and you could then use that to move it a precise measurement. As I've said on every single video, this isn't a measuring instrument, it is a comparator. But if you were to use it as a measuring instrument on woodwork, the margin of error would be so tiny, it just wouldn't matter. But if you want the precision, you have to do a comparison with something of a known size and use it as a comparator. But there you go. So spot on accuracy. DTI allows me to do my router table. You can use it to adjust the fence on your table saw. So if you take a cut on a table saw and you need it, the measured piece of wood to be, I don't know, let's say half a millimetre bigger, you could move it exactly half a millimetre using a DTI instead of trying to guess the half a millimetre, measure it with a rule, take another cut, find out you're outside of your tolerance, depending on what your tolerance is, and readjusting. You get it right first time with a DTI. And they do come with different lengths of travel. This one's actually got quite a good length of travel on it. I can't tell now because it's almost fully travelled out when I've set it up, but you can get them with different lengths of travel on them, so they can be more or less useful. So far we've used it to set the square on the miter saw, to set accurately the height of the router table, to measure the lift on the surface planer. We can use it to adjust the fence, and what else do we use it for? Can't remember now, but anyway, very useful piece of equipment and extremely cheap to buy.